Hello, everybody, and welcome to the False Prophets Podcast. I'm Phil Risden.
I'm Manny Perez.
And we are here with some news. I know we've been gone for a while.
Yeah, apologies.
I know. we're a bunch of lazy fucks, but we're here. We're back. All right. And we don't like looking into the past.
Nah.
Mostly because we make mistakes in the past.
That's it.
Who wants to pay attention to that? Who wants to get better? You know what I mean?
Fuck that.
Not me.
It's got to get worse.
Let's just yeah.
That's it.
Don't even stay being shitty. Get worse.
Just
Get
live it
better
like
at being shitty.
Two daredevils. Just
Yeah.
doing whatever the fuck we want. Look, we're outside.
Yeah.
Just because we wanted to be outside. We're like, oh, fuck that. Let's just go outside.
Yeah.
So that's it.
We're changing the game here,
That's
people.
it, baby.
You know, I know you guys all think like, oh, this is just another fucking podcast of a bunch of dudes talking about dude shit. And you know what? It is.
It is.
But, you know, fuck you. It's funny.
Who doesn't like talking about dicks and shit?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants. You give the people what they want, and what you want is more talks about dicks, and obviously more talks about Joe Biden and,
Oh, my God.
you know, his eventual death. I mean, at this point, right?
It's odd. It's weird, man. Like, how this guy catches COVID twice in the span of, like, 1 week.
Oh yeah, he's straight like Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge, like level of like death. He's seeing 3 ghosts right now. They're just traveling to him in the night.
Slingshot Rick is coming for
Yeah,
him.
Slingshot, the ghost of Slingshot Rick. You know, and every other made-up ethnic character he has is following him throughout his life to show him how he was a piece of shit in the past and is
Yeah.
still a piece of shit now.
Man,
You know?
it's crazy because like, you know, I don't even think he has COVID at this point.
No.
I think it's just like this guy is like really fucking like cuckoo and like you know his dementia is
Yes.
probably like exceeding and shit like that,
Yes.
and it's just like they just got to find some sort of excuse.
He's in his Reagan dementia era.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I bet you they bring him into the Oval Office and all he can talk about is fucking jelly beans. You know? Straight. You know, Nancy, you know, we got Nancy. They're trying to resurrect Nancy so she can guide fucking Biden. They're like, you know?
I don't think jelly beans.
Yeah, he's in his jelly beans era.
Jelly
You know?
beans era.
He's like, oh, these are the Harry Potter ones. This tastes like a butter beer. And they're like, dude, we're at war with Russia. You fuck.
Oh,
Pay
man.
attention.
Imagine he just like goes to like people and just like slowly like, here's a butterscotch for later.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
And you look at it, it's probably like a thumbtack. You're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
It's a warm turd that he just shit into his hand. Did the president shit it into his hand and give it to me? That's where
Man.
he's at. Yeah, he's gone
Dude.
full blown dementia. The guy fell over while standing still.
Yeah,
That should already show you.
yeah.
That should already show
He
you.
didn't even know
it's
where
a
he
problem.
was at that point.
Oh, dude, you knew it was bad because I can tell you it was bad because he was riding a bike and riding the bike was fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stopping the bike.
When he stops, that was fine. Gets off the bike, fine. Falls over immediately. After the whole task is over, it's
Oh,
like he shut
man.
down like a robot.
Yo, it was so fucking
You know?
hilarious though because it's like you see his feet are still on the pedals and he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like he just stays there.
He just slowly tips over.
And then he was like, I'm fine. Like,
Yes.
no, you're not. Nigga. Like, yo, this guy is just fucking nuts.
A
at
moron.
This point.
He's a complete
And
moron.
He did the same thing again. They were doing some sort of press conference or some shit like that. And he did the same fucking thing. Somebody came to help him and shit.
And he
turned
put a
around
hot turd in there.
and
That he
He
thought
went-
was a butterscotch.
he went to shake the hand of someone who was not there.
Wow.
Again, man. And then he goes like, this is, oh no. And then like he's pointing, and then the guy's just like, let's get off stage. Like really trying to rush him off.
That's
man.
the thing, though. I think it's one of those things, like you're saying, like he's gone like full dementia, full Reagan, and I think this COVID thing, it's not a sickness. I think they're just trying to kill him without telling us that they're killing him. You know what I mean? I have a feeling that Kamala Harris
Yeah,
is putting rat poison in his tea every day, just a little bit.
just a little.
Not even a teaspoon, like half a teaspoon. Puts it in there with the Splenda. You know what I mean? A little bit of honey with his green tea.
Oh,
Sprinkles that
man.
in there, and he just gets slowly worse and worse.
That's it, man.
How does he get COVID twice while he still had COVID?
No, supposedly he didn't have COVID.
He
Like,
didn't have COVID.
so he had
He was just trying to
COVID.
get out of work,
He got cured. I
like
think so.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh,
yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh man, nah. The dude like got cured in 4 days. Does a press conference and like 2 days later, hey, I got COVID again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't make it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like me on a Zoom call.
Yeah,
Where
man.
he's just like, I don't want to fucking,
yeah.
I don't want to go into work.
Yeah.
He's faking coughs. It's a little crazy out here.
He's in the room all like ass naked, just like
partying,
watching I Love Lucy.
flying down to Atlanta, partying in the clubs, coming back up here. You know,
He probably gave Kodak like those 30.
he probably
those 30
did. He probably did sell it to Kodak.
He was fucking with Kodak.
He probably thought
That's
Kodak
what
was Slingshot Rick.
Damn,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Fucking Joe Biden, man. At this point, like,
Yeah.
he's just making like the United States look like crazy. Like, okay, with the Trump era, yeah, like everybody thought the U.S. was crazy. Now it's just like, who is your leader? Like everyone acts that. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, and no one knows.
Nobody.
Even Kamala, she hasn't stepped up because she hasn't finished her
has she
assassination attempt. Because let's talk. I just love the idea of like her, not even the Secret Service, not even the government, just her, slowly trying to murder him and being foiled over and over again like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's like 500 yards away with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
She takes the shot. He bends over and misses right behind him. You know what I mean? Like,
He's picking up a worm. Like, we used to use these to catch fish back in the day. Like, we still do. Like, what's wrong with you? Nah, man. And you know what's so crazy? It's just like you don't even see Kamala Harris anywhere.
Bro, she's nowhere.
She's trying to like keep her hands clean. Like,
no, I think she's just fully. I think she's past the presidency. I think she's just trying to go full Illuminati. She's not trying to be. She's not trying to run the country. She's trying to run the people who run the country.
She's probably like level 3 right now in the pyramid.
Exactly.
So she's just the assassination.
You know, she got the vice president, presidency, and then she bought her black cloak right after. She was like, this is a sinking ship. This country's not going to exist in the next 50 years anyway. Man. So what is going to be the president even going to mean anyway? So fuck it. I'm joining the Skull and Bones Society.
Skull and Bones.
I'm going to fucking Bohemian Grove, and I'm going to suck some of these guys off. And I'm going to see where they put me in their new world order. Which, good for you, lady.
Oh, man.
That's some black girl magic right there. That's some black girl magic.
When you said suck off, I remember. Who was it?
I love saying suck off instead of blowjob.
This rapper, who was it? It was a rapper that said that shit. Like, he went to jail.
He sucked off a bunch of dudes?
I don't know. He said that he saw somebody suck off. I'm like, oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
I once saw a guy.
Mano. It was Mano.
Oh, really?
Like, he mentioned that shit. He was just like, yeah, man, like, every level you go up, you got to do some crazy shit. You got to suck mad dudes' dicks. And I'm just like, whoa.
Chill, dude.
Like,
he sounded enthusiastic.
And then, he was just like, so you can have all the money in the world. And then I started thinking, how much dicks do I got to suck for like 50 mil or some shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I can't. I mean, you know what's even worse is that Mano sucked somebody's dick to be Mano.
And who is
You know, who is Mano? He made one fucking hot single that lasted a little bit. You're telling me he sucked dick for that? He went through the nori door for that?
Exactly.
He walked through the nori door to be high haters? To do high haters, that's it.
That's it, man.
I mean, you walk through the nori door to, I don't know, at least to be Dirk.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it, but I'm saying
I'm not.
if you did do it, I'd be like, all right, that's reasonable. If Dirk was like, hey, well, no, Dirk got mills, I think.
Yeah, he does.
So it's like, if you were going to be like, yeah, you know, I'm not gay, but I'd suck some dick to fucking be this, I'd be like, all right, I fuck with it, but not to be. High Haters isn't even on commercials.
It's not, man.
It's like just one
like
song.
Sporting events.
It's not even at sporting events when they're bored. Man. Like whenever they're doing the 7th inning stretch, they're not playing High Haters.
Yeah, and you know, to tell you the truth, like that production was mid. Like I didn't even like it. It sounded like some shit that you hear on Disney Channel.
It was.
And I was like,
bro, yeah,
it was trash.
It was
I didn't like it. Whatever.
That shit was made on SoundCloud.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like one of those, like, you know, like, what is it, on the iMac where they have, like, iDJ or, like, GarageBand?
Yeah, GarageBand.
I think it made it on GarageBand. Put it out there.
It sounded like they, like, sampled the Rugrats intro or some
right.
shit. Like, it was just, I don't know. I didn't like it. It was definitely not on my phone.
Yes.
But, yeah, back to Biden. I mean.
Back to Biden. Listen, all I'm saying is if you're going to suck somebody's dick, you know, try to make sure you become Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or somebody, not Mano. You know, because
how the fuck did this transfer to
well, because you're the one who brought up Mano. I was going political with the dick sucking, and then you were talking about the word sucked off and how you like.
Oh, no, you said sucked off.
I said sucked off, but you said you think it's funny that somebody other used the word sucked
Illuminati.
off. Yeah,
okay.
I pay attention. All right. I know how things go. This is listen, guys. I know the podcast went off the rails, but this is all Manny's fault. Okay. If this podcast was bad for these 5 minutes, it's all his fault.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I gotta get back into the groove.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. We
So how much
figured
dicks
it out.
was that?
Yeah, man. So how many are we talking here?
Yeah,
There's
man.
only a few.
Yo, so it's funny because the whole shit with Joe Biden, like they were comparing him to Vladimir Putin, like when Putin supposedly caught COVID or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he got cured in a couple days and shit, and now they're saying that.
Dude.
Yeah, they're saying that supposedly is like Putin is like sending some pills over to the U.S. and he's like slowly poisoning him. That's it. Yeah, it was like they were doing this whole shit on Twitter. They was like, "Oh, this Putin's fault and shit," and I'm like, bro, I don't even know if people were serious. Also, on Twitter, yo, the shit that I read there, it just astounds me, bro. There's so much stupid people in this world.
Oh yeah,
to believe that, like, oh yeah, Putin sent a package and Biden accepted the package and that's why he's killing himself. Or something.
Not only did Putin, not even did Putin send the package, but Putin sent the package. Biden accepted the package, and now he's consuming the things in that package. I doubt that.
And it says Putin on it.
I highly doubt that.
Oh, what a nice guy.
I highly doubt that. What I think happens is that Kamala sent the package. She put Putin on it. Biden saw it, and he's like, some new confections from an old friend. And he's eating these chocolates with fucking oxycodone in them, like he's a dog.
Candy, like
Yeah, he's eating Werther's Originals. With a fucking little pill of fucking oxycodone in each one. They have to roll him up in him like he's a dog.
Oh man.
They put him in fruit roll-ups and shove him down his throat. That's the only way he'll eat him.
Candy corn.
Yeah, a little candy corn. A fucking Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll.
You right?
Oh, shit. Fucking Biden, man. Well, if he has COVID, man, I hope he gets better because that shit ain't no joke.
I mean, I hope he gets better, but only because he needs to start running this country because a lot of crazy things are happening. Guys, there's a lot of bad shit happening. I mean, right now, apparently we even have child labor going on.
Crazy.
And we're not talking Disney Channel here, folks.
No.
All right. The old Hyundai factory in Alabama decided that they wanted to employ some young children who wanted to put themselves to work, which I totally understand. This is America, where we pick ourselves up by our bootstraps or our child-sized Nikes and get to work, which is solid. But
50 kids.
50 kids?
What the fuck?
That's multiple shifts.
What? Yeah. Like, what would be like their job position at that point? Like.
I don't know.
The fuck put like the logos on the car or some shit. But no, I can imagine a kid with a big ass wrench.
Oh yeah, going in,
like,
dude.
You know what I mean? He's smoking a cigarette and shit.
Well, I like to imagine that it was 50 kids, but they would do groups of 3, and they would be stacked on top of each other, wearing trench coats, working at the factory. That's what I like with a giant mustache.
Kind sir.
Yeah. Hello, my good man.
And then I'm looking for the crash tummy area.
Yeah. It was like,
sure, sir. Like,
long day. Just like a pack of like 3 children stacked on top of each other at an assembly line.
And nobody questions that this person is like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, and they're all like that. Like there is no actual adult, so there's no reason for them to be stacked on top of each other. But they're just doing it.
Imagine them just walking and like, so long, sir. Check out this guy.
To one side.
Someone's been hitting the bottle.
Yeah, right?
No. Oh my god.
A bunch of Vincent adult men.
Dead.
From fucking BoJack Horseman. No,
dude. Freaking. I thought that shit only happened like out of the country and shit like.
Yeah.
But
apparently it does.
Now it's
apparently it does. This is where we're at in this country. We have a vice president trying to assassinate our current president, and we have children working at a Hyundai factory. And listen, guys, which fucking headline sounds less likely? They both sound far-fetched. You know what I mean?
But it's so normal
one's
nowadays.
very true.
It's so fucking normal nowadays. Like you literally
so fucking,
just like sign
there's children
up.
working.
It's just fucking children.
Like it's a triangle, shirtwaist factory. You know what I mean? I don't know if you knew that. There was a giant, they used to have kids working in factories back in the day. Is this? What I wonder? Like, is this what these all these old white people mean when they mean "Make America Great Again"? Because the last time we had child labor was when they were born.
Exactly.
That's the last time we had child labor. So maybe this is what these niggas wanted the whole time.
That's probably it. I mean, these old people, from back in the days, they always just come up to like us, young people, like, yeah, man, you guys are softies, man. Back in the days, I used to have to like go in a well and like just take a shot bucket, like, all right, yeah, but we got a good piping system now, so I don't want to go back to that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good.
But now it's gonna change. Where instead of the old people telling us we're soft, we're gonna have 5-year-olds telling us we're pussies. Because we're not willing to work to get our fucking a kid with a missing arm is gonna tell us that we're soft.
That's it.
And we're a bunch of sheeple.
Sheeple.
Hey, you fucking libtards! None of you want to. You're all graphic designers. None of you want to get your hands dirty.
Man.
He's just missing an arm. He has an eye patch. He's like fucking yeah.
Nah, dude, man. I mean, at least
he's like,
kids.
Humanity starts at conception. Just like a little fucking conservative tyrant. Doesn't believe in abortion.
Dude, at least these children are like tougher than the ones in India, man.
Well, I don't know if they're tougher. I just think they're hardworking young Americans that have put themselves first. These kids, the kids in India, I feel like they're more like our generation. They wanted to party. You're right. They're doing fucking lean, right?
Yeah.
You're right. They're
but
I will say.
Go ahead.
I will say this, and we'll get to what's happening in India in just a second. A lot of people talk about these other countries. They look down on other countries like China and India and all that stuff.
Right.
But the thing that all these countries have given to us are amazing innovations in technology and culture.
Yeah.
And before you tell them what's happening in India, I think it's fair for us to at least realize that and acknowledge that. Okay? About how they're innovators. So now can you tell these people about how they've been innovating in the world of culture? And
I mean, the reason I say that, the ones here are tougher is because, like, you want to get high or whatever. I'll just buy like a dub.
Yeah, by a little dub sack,
shit like that. Matter of fact, they are innovators because these kids in India now, what they're doing is they're getting high off of condoms.
Oh yeah.
Condoms. They pour hot water into it, whatever chemical that releases. Makes this cocktail, and they're ingesting it, and you can get high for like 12 hours.
Fucking delicious.
12-hour high, bro. For that, just do crack.
That's how I feel. I'm like, why not just do like mushrooms or something?
You said delicious.
Well, it does. It does.
Flavored
it depends on what flavor. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Is it pina colada? Is it peach?
Oh, grape.
What are you talking? Yeah, grape. Who knows?
Why not go on the wild side and mix two of them together?
Yeah, right. Go crazy.
Pina colada and apples.
Yeah, you're like nuts.
It's nuts.
I wonder what it's like though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. To be high, it has to be some sort of psychedelic.
Right, it has to.
Yeah, man.
To trip for 12 hours, it has to be.
And for you wanting to do this shit,
it has to be some sort of psychedelic. Can you imagine seeing God on condom fluid? You know what I mean? You're talking to especially like, fucking India. It's like they're the poster children for being like spiritual.
Yeah.
And all that shit.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have these gurus talking about how they fucking, saw the connection of the universe. And he'd be like, how'd you get there? And instead of like 10 hours of meditation, it's gonna be like, I heated up a condom and I took a big old gulp out of it. Next thing you know,
seeing the gates of heaven
and hell
with a NYC condom.
Yeah, with a nice generic condom. That's hilarious. With a Durex. I was sipping on the old Durex at the crib and decided to take a walk and see the wild side.
You want to go deeper and wilder. You got to get the rigid pack.
Yeah, right.
That'll take you everywhere. Ooh, boy, I tell you. You gotta start off with the thins.
Yeah, right.
Now, if you really, really want to see God, you gotta get the magnums. That's like 24 hours you high there.
If only Gandhi had a pack of condoms, the revelations that man would have had. What would he say? And maybe this is these kids taking Gandhi's words to the next level.
Yeah.
Gandhi said, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
Yeah.
And they're doing it. These kids, they got up one day and they said, I want to see the children of the world sipping from condoms that they've randomly bought off the street that are fruit flavored, and they're doing it. And they're doing it.
I imagine the first person that just like came like to the next man, like, hey man, you got some weed or something? Nah, I got something better. Just pulls out a whole fucking thing there. It's just like mad condoms. What do I do with this? I'm not gonna suck your dick. Nah. Something deeper than that, man. I saw gnomes, man.
Yeah, man. This right here, bro.
This right here is different.
You'll be sucking God's dick, dude. This right here, you're not sucking my dick. Don't be gross, dude. Sip on this and suck on God's
like some
dick.
celestial dicks out there,
Yeah,
man.
celestial dicks.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Oh man,
it's fucking wild,
that's
man.
Crazy, man. Like anybody, you can literally get high off of anything.
Yes, yeah, you can.
I found out about the guy called it whippets. I know it's a different name to it, but you know those canisters and everything.
Yes, yeah,
it's
whipped
cream,
nitrous.
Yes,
yeah.
Some dude fucking I was driving him and shit like that, and he was like, "Man, let me stop at this bodega." So, it's a round
And
trip.
he got a whip it.
Yeah, he got out and everything, and he had like this box with like these little canister shits in it. Yeah. So then he's like, "Hey man, do you mind if I do this?" I was like, "What is it?" He's like, "Oh, it's a drug, man, but it like calms me down." I'm like, "No, I don't want nothing smelling." He was like, "You're not." He's like, "I just like." He explained that the whole chemical with the whipped cream
CO2.
and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, "All right, go ahead, let me see." Pop. He's like, "Yeah, man. So I've been doing this." Pop. And then he just did like 5 of them in a row, and I'm just like,
that's insane.
Can you overdose on this shit?
I don't know if you can. Whippets are weird. I've done whippets before. I did because.
What does that make you feel like? Is that
it's like
a downer or?
It is a downer because everything kind of slows down. You know what I mean? It's one of those things like I did it because I was staying over my friend's house and when in Rome, that's my classic thing for drugs. If I'm staying at your house, fuck it, So that's basically what it was. And he was like, and it was so funny because he was like, "Hey, you want to do whippets with me?" I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "Dude, it's so stupid." Like the way he just kept on saying, "It's so stupid. It's so stupid." And I thought it was kind of weird of him saying that, but still wanting to do it. And then I did it, and I was like, I know exactly what he means. It just makes you feel stupid, like actually stupid. Like the world is like slower. It's kind of like everything's slow motion, kind of.
How long is that high?
Not long. It's not long at all.
A couple minutes.
It might even be a little less than that.
Shit.
It's like maybe only like 1 minute or something.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things. I don't know. You're smoking weed and then you fucking like do a whip it or stuff. And I don't know. It's cool. It's not something that like. I mean, I only did it that one time.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting thing.
Like that type. It's like that type of stuff.
Yeah, it was like exactly. It's a when in Rome drug.
Yeah, because this dude is like.
If someone pulls it out again, I'm gonna do it.
He pulled out like a 30 pack, and he probably did half in the car. Mind you, it was like a 5-minute ride. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
I love that. A 30 case.
And then he was just kept talking to me like, yeah, man. And then you do, and I'm just like, whoa, like this, yeah. But that's
so fucking funny.
You can literally get high off of anything, man. I'm telling you, there's somebody out there trying to figure out another way to fucking just get high on a budget.
Yeah.
Like, that's all they're doing.
Well, I mean, I knew you could get high on everything, on anything back in the day, like just from watching after school fucking specials and just watching like back in our day. Every sitcom, every show had a very special episode where they would talk about some new drug that didn't even really exist, which is basically like some new drug that was basically the Mano of the drug world. Yeah. Where it came out, it had a hot single for a second, and it faded away. Do you remember like Huffing?
Yeah.
Right? Like I remember watching an episode of Seventh Heaven.
Oh my gosh.
Where Simon was huffing. Simon, the son, the blonde-haired son, was huffing. He was also in Richie Rich 3. Take Back the Rich.
Oh my gosh.
That's not the name of the title, but he was in Richie Rich. Yeah, right. Richie Rich 3, Take Back the Rich. Just Richie Rich in a post-apocalyptic fucking communist utopia. He's like, I gotta destroy them. Yeah. Take back the rich.
Looking like Duke Nukem and shit.
Yeah. Just like a gold chain with a dollar sign on and fucking giant shotgun. Some girl on his arm.
Ray-Bans.
Yeah. He's just like, what the fuck is this?
What is this?
What is this show? But no, Simon was huffing, or his friend was huffing. Yeah. It's a classic like after school special where they're like, hey hey, dude, are you cool? Like, it's always like the cool kid, and it's the first
man,
time he hangs out with the cool
Everyone's
kid.
doing it.
Yeah, and they're like, you're like cool, right? And they're like, dude, don't even let Simon come over here, dude. He's not even like ready for that, you know. And then he's like, no, I trust Simon. He's fucking cool, you know. And then they're like, listen, dude, if you're really cool, you'll do this. And it was basically just like spray paint inside of paper bags. They just sprayed a bunch of shit in there, and then you put the paper bag up against your mouth, and you fucking like you just breathe it in a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And and you fucking huff.
I think I huffed before. Let me tell you.
You
ever, like, hold on.
Are you saying you think
myself.
you huffed? Dude, I feel like if you have to say that you think you've huffed, then somebody was trying to murder you.
I think no.
somebody tried to gas you in a small enclosed space.
I did it by myself. Let me tell you.
You
So,
know?
all right. So you remember back in the day, like when you bought Pepsi,
there's a Holocaust survivor who's like, I think I tried huffing. No, they were trying to murder you, sir.
It was, and I've done it multiple times. But let me tell you what I huffed. So it was like an empty Pepsi bottle.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you ever tried this. When I was a kid, I don't know why the fuck I did this, but like with the empty bottle, you know, all of that like carbonated, you know, chemical is in there.
Yeah.
So I just like, and then like you inhale, but then like when you put the bottle off, excuse me, when you take the bottle off of your face, you just start like bugging out. You just like get dizzy and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like a quick high, like I almost blacked out.
Okay.
So I think I was doing this shit at 8 years old.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He was actually in the episode of Seventh Heaven. He wrote it. He was one of the writers.
I told Simon he was a pussy.
Yeah. He was the one who was telling Simon he wasn't ready. And I was the one who was saying Simon's cool.
Simon's cool.
I was like, dude, you're fucking ready, dude. You're fucking cool. That's hilarious.
That is funny, man. Like, and it wasn't just me. My brother did that shit too, and my sister. Like, we all did it, and it was all because me. I was like, guys, try this shit out. And it's just like, you can only like just take a few, but after a while, it kind of like just fades away.
Yeah.
So then I was kind of like, anytime my mom bought Pepsi, I was just like, fuck, man. Like, finish this shit already.
Dude, there's a bunch of fucking kids in India watching this. Like, what a fucking pussy. This guy doesn't even chug dick juice.
Yeah. Look at this pussy.
Yeah, right. Can I get a ribbed Durex on the rocks? Thank you. Oh,
chocolate, please.
I love the smell of polyurethane in the morning.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
Yeah, man. So kids, stay off drugs.
Yeah,
or if you're gonna do drugs, just fucking like drink and like smoke a little bit of weed. Occasionally ketamine, maybe a little bit of coke. Tap it out there. No heroin. No heroin.
No crack.
No heroin. No crack. Apparently, every once in a while, fucking like a dick juice cocktail. Fresh from India.
Yo.
But just to say you're cultured. It's like yoga. Like we're laughing at it now.
Yeah.
10 years from now, we're all gonna be doing it in the park.
It's gonna be at bars.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing like hot yoga, hot dick juice.
It's gonna be in jugs with like X.
Right, like chai tea.
Oh,
you'll be able to order it at your closest barista.
That's
looking hilarious.
Oh man, we need God.
We do need God.
We gotta go to
fucking Christ.
That pastor that probably he could help us.
Yeah. Well, he has his own problems concerning the fact that he got robbed, and then now he's possibly being indicted. What's the deal with that? If you guys may or may not know,
right.
A couple weeks ago there was a pastor who got robbed during his sermon.
Yeah,
and live streamed. They saw it everywhere, baby.
Everywhere.
It was on YouTube. It was on TikTok, IG Live, nigga.
Yeah.
They caught it. All right, they caught it. And just as a New Yorker, I want to actually applaud the people who robbed that man. Just want to say thank you. New York is back, baby. All right. Fuck the muffin shops. All right.
All these juice bars.
Right. Fuck the white girls with pit bulls. All right. New York is back.
New York is back. Baby.
Motherfuckers are coming in God's house and running that nigga's pockets.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is nuts.
That's crazy. I mean, when they say a nigga's a demon,
yeah,
you really a demon.
Nah, for real.
If you run into God's home and you know that shit, nigga, you really a demon, bro.
But there's I don't know, man. I saw the video.
He looked like he knew the nigga though.
Yeah, I think he did.
The way he laid down, the way he was like, he was like, all right,
cool. It's all right. Tell everybody calm down. But the craziest thing, I think, that guy that was all the way to the right on the corner, he just had his Bible open and just watching.
I'm like, nigga, this shit is an inside job, dog. Nigga, this shit is such an inside job.
That's an inside job, man. I was laughing.
I didn't see the nigga
and I was just like,
like that nigga did it.
Come on, man. Like,
That nigga did.
please.
I knew she was suspicious when they first were putting out all this shit,
Yeah.
and they said that they robbed him of $400K worth of jewelry, him and his wife, and then the next day it went out to up to $1 million.
Up to $1 million.
Up to $1 million.
I did see that. It was like 4, then it said 6, then it said 8, and then it just kept going up. And I'm just like,
how does a pastor, a regular Brooklyn pastor, who's not like any of the mega church pastors, he's not. That's the thing. It's like if this was somebody like Creflo Dollar or TD Jakes or something,
yeah, I'd believe it.
Then I could believe it. Yeah. But it's just some nigga in Flatbush.
Right there. Literally. And you see, what's so crazy too is like the church is run down and everything. Like,
yeah, it's not that good.
Shit everywhere. It looked like it's just a shed, like not a shed, like an abandoned factory or some shit. Yeah. And I just kept thinking, I'm like, all right, if it's a mill, maybe they stole from the congregation. Mm-hmm. How many people were there? And then you got to start adding more shit. Like, who's actually there? It was only a couple of people.
Yeah.
$1 million?
$1 million? That sounds weird. And once they said it was just him and his wife, I was like, how did he amass that much money? They must be stealing from the people that are there. And
it's more crazy because now it's just like every day he's just on the news like, like he owes taxes, for property.
They went through his finances because that's what happens when they steal that many assets. Yeah. They actually have to decipher how much assets have been taken, and he probably had insurance. So insurance has to comb through all of that.
Shit.
So now they're going through everything, and they're realizing like, oh shit, all right, there's $90,000 that's supposed to be here that's not here. And there's this thing that you're behind on, and you've taken funds from this and put it over here. Nigga,
But it was more funny though, cause he was on Instagram Live, right? With I think it was a female. She was a
other pastors,
chunky,
right?
Another pastor, and then there was a gay gentleman there also. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, yeah, man, you don't like me. Just say you don't like me. He was like, I never said I didn't like you, nigga. Just because you gay, I don't give a fuck if you gay. And then, like, the girl came out of nowhere.
I did see that,
and then she was saying some shit. And he was like, yeah, whatever, Biggie. Whatever, Biggie. Yeah. You fatty, fat Biggie. You fat, like, calling her man names. And I'm like,
and then it's like, this is a man of God.
Bro.
This is a man of God.
I thought when Kirk Franklin was cursing out his son over the phone was something.
Yeah.
But nigga, this shit was different.
Yeah, bro. This nigga went from,
he's too thugged out, bro.
From fucking, pastor to fucking Tony Ayo in 2 fucking seconds. There's always been that trope of like the fucking like the hood pastor or the pastor who's a swindler and shit, but this guy is it.
This guy is it, man.
This guy is it. I wouldn't be shocked if he went and fucked half the wives in the congregation and shit. Man. Typical fucking bullshit pastor shit, man.
And then the funniest one is like when he did a recent video, he was like, let me show you my closet. Let me show you. And then like all you saw in his closet was just like
minks and shit,
expensive jackets and minks.
And it's like, why do you have this?
Why exactly?
Why do you have this?
You shouldn't be showing off shit,
bro. The first pastors,
nobody's gonna believe you.
But also too, it's like the first pastors in Christianity were like fucking like nomads and shit. You just be a bunch of people who are like holy men. Mm-hmm. You spread the word of God from different people. You're kind of meant to live modestly.
Yeah.
No one's saying you have to live in a fucking dirt shed.
Yeah.
But you can have a nice house, but you're meant to live not like that.
Not like that.
It should not be MTV Cribs.
And his excuse is that he has property. He does like real estate.
And who first funded that property?
There you go.
There you go.
I think somebody in the congregation also said that he owes him like $45K. Like, this guy's just in debt. Like, he's just not paying shit off, bro. Like,
that's crazy. This nigga, he owes that nigga $45K. I owe my boy $200, and I am sweating. this nigga owes.
You're like, I hope nigga don't call today.
Yeah. He owes this nigga $45K, and he's chilling. Yeah, they robbed that nigga. Yeah, it's an inside job, bro. It's an inside job, bro. It has to be an inside job, bro.
It was just so out in the open, like the church cameras caught.
Bro, everything.
It was just like,
it
you
just
parked
makes
right
no
in front
sense.
of the church, man.
It's either he did it, either the pastor did it himself as a way of insurance fraud.
Yeah.
Or someone in the congregation targeted him because he owed them money.
Yep.
And so they took all his shit.
That makes sense.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's all.
It has to be that, bro. But like, I don't believe him. I don't trust anything that the guy's saying.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Whatever.
Nigga, God will show you the path.
Yeah.
He'll right things wrong for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he'll set you straight, and that's what he did.
This is his karma.
You started stealing money from your congregation, so God snatched your chain.
That's
You know,
that
God
was a
is the
big
one.
ass cross.
He
though.
inspired those two hood niggas to come through and snatch your chain. That was the hand of God.
Yo, that chain was like
It was
down
heavy.
here, bro.
It
It was
was
heavy,
heavy.
man. Like that piece alone had to
Bro.
be like 100K. Or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that
Crazy.
That was nuts.
Why would you be wearing that?
That was
Wild
nuts,
shit,
man.
bro. Wild shit. What? But you know, shout out to that dude. Just you know, next time if you're gonna be such a shifty ass pastor, bro, you better invest in some security.
Exactly.
You know, you got to be moving out here
Yo,
like
they
Lil
was
Durk,
saying that
nigga.
shit
You got, if you're a pastor
Yo.
who's gonna be shining like that, you ain't no man of God, nigga. You're a target, okay?
Bro, they were saying that shit. Like, if you have
You're a
this much
target,
money
bruh.
on jewelry, why not invest in security?
You need to be
Especially,
moving like Meek Mill. You need to be, you know, you need to be moving like Tekashi.
like Mano.
Yeah, like Mano. Not even Mano. Mano too poor for security. Mano's security is probably just a water gun. And he bought it at the dollar store. You're like, stay away.
Haters.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Keep back. I don't know why I'm making Mano sound like that. When he turned into a little kid.
Anybody who
Get
has
outta
a water
here.
gun, that's what it's.
Yeah, right.
Get out of here, man. Oh shit. Oh, on to other dudes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about
Yeah.
well, okay, so
You told me about this.
yeah, so we were kind of talking about, I know we've been talking about Nick Cannon for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, who now has I think upwards of 10 children,
Oh yeah.
right? He has upwards of 10 children, about 10 children. Elon Musk, who now has 8 children, might be eventually having 9. Who the fuck knows? So we've talked about a lot of crazy pregnancy stories, a lot of crazy children stories.
Yeah.
So and now we're seeing that apparently there is a family in Africa where a husband left his wife after she had her 5th set of twins by him.
That's crazy.
I know. What's crazy? It's crazy, and what's even crazier is that Nick Cannon has actually reached out to the woman and said that he will legally adopt all of those children.
As long as he could keep the placenta.
Yes, and as long as they will learn how to be the cast and crew of this next season of Wild 'N Out. Yes. He's putting them boys to work.
That was
He's
beautiful.
putting them boys to work.
Yo,
So
man.
it's pretty crazy, man.
Bro,
5 sets of twins.
Man, I would have
10
gave up
children.
after the first.
Yes,
Man, I think we good.
that's
it.
what most people do.
That's it.
That's the
man.
most. Having twins in general slows people down a lot.
A lot, bro.
Having 2 sets of twins, so that's when you're like, second set of twins, you're like, all right, so this is just her body. You know what I mean?
At
That's
this
when you
point.
have to adjust and just be like, this is just her body, and no matter how heavy or how little I come in her, it's still gonna come out with 2 people.
No, man.
All right, there is no pull-out method. All right, fuck it, no condoms. All the Indian kids bought them. I don't give a shit. Give me a fucking garbage bag. I'll put that over my dick and just do it that way. I ain't fucking her raw.
Nah, man.
That's how I'm looking at
You
it.
can't blame her, man. You gotta blame him too.
It's both of them.
Probably has like I was telling him earlier, he probably got like the massivest cock. Like not even sperm is coming out. It's just full grown babies are just being injected
Oh
inside
my god.
this lady at this point. That's it.
Spit
Like
them out.
boom. That's it. Like it's just there, man.
Like
Yo.
a Pez dispenser.
This guy, dude, I would have done the same. I would have done the hey, man, I'm gonna go get some milk. I would have done
Yeah.
that shit at that point, man.
Oh yeah.
After the second set, at least, man. Like, I'm done with this shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's and this is coming from somebody who grew up without a dad. I don't blame him for leaving. That's too much.
Likewise.
You know what I mean? That's when you start going like, check please.
Shit.
At
We were
the
3 and
hospital.
I saw how tough it was. Like, you know, so after a while, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I know why you're not around,
I, think
bastard.
I am gone. I am fucking gone.
Especially if like your kids are like bastards, like
Oh my
like bunch of gremlins
God.
just walking around and shit.
That's the thing. I wonder what
Ugh.
these children are like. Hopefully they're all
Fucking
cool.
shit, man.
That's
Yeah.
another thing too. That woman is never getting back with anyone ever
Hell
because she has it's hard enough for a woman to find somebody with 1 kid.
Yeah.
With 10 kids, fucking done.
That's crazy.
You know?
The shop is closed.
Oh yeah, the shop has been closed.
I mean, at this point, do what other women do. They just become lesbians.
Yeah, at that point. You know, she got
Maybe
short
I'll
hair.
try this.
She got short hair already. Just go for it, nigga.
Let's go.
Just go for it, nigga. Like, what do you expect? This shit is wild, bro. What would you do if you had 10 children?
Bro, I don't know because I won't be there. Like,
You said,
no.
spoken like a true Dominican.
Nah, man, I don't know, man. 10 kids, bro. I don't know, dude. Like, I'll just give one to each of my relatives. Like, yo, raise this. Bring them back when they're 18, when they can legally work.
That's hilarious. Just give
I'm
one to
telling
each.
you, man.
Like it's a stick of gum
That's
and you're in
it.
class.
What I have an uncle.
Yeah.
This is crazy, but I do have an uncle that like he had a lot of children. I think he had 6, and like one aunt is raising a girl, the other one is raising like 2 boys, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it worked.
I guess so.
They still love him.
Wow. That's so fucking ridiculous,
That's
bro.
That's crazy, man.
That's fucking nuts. I mean, I would say like, I don't know, man. Like having that many kids, I think if I had that many kids, I would train them all in, different martial arts and stuff like that,
Oh my god.
and just get paid by the government to do covert ops missions. That's the only thing you can do with that many children. Don't give them a name, just give them a number.
Give him a number. Stranger Things type shit.
Stranger Things and fucking Umbrella Academy.
Oh,
Mix
man.
them together
I like
and just
that.
train them day in
I
and
like
day out.
that.
Number 11. What is wrong with you? That's when I have like a mustache and like a bowler cap and a
You're mixing
monocle.
Stranger Things and Umbrella Academy
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I love it. I love it. Just keep going.
13?
13? Goddamn, 13? You skipping some
What
numbers.
is wrong with you? How dare you? Get back in the danger room.
Oh, my God.
Just throw an X-Men there too. Get back in the danger room, Coliseum. Kill your brother.
Every time you send them, like, you got to play the song
Yeah,
just to feel good about yourself. Yeah, I'm training some warriors up in
Yeah,
this bitch.
man. That's all you can do. What do you expect me to do? Love them? The fuck?
Fuck do I look
Who
like?
has that much energy?
Meanwhile,
I
you
can't
have
do
like
that.
a secret family with one child.
Yeah, with one child. I know.
Oh, man.
And they're like, why did you choose them?
Exactly.
They're like, why did you? They could have been the secret ones.
They're going to protect us one day.
us.
Man.
Yeah.
Nah, the saddest thing is just that, like, these kids are never.
You went trying to make it a somber.
Yeah,
You're
we'll
like,
make it
yeah,
somber.
we're making it all of it.
I
But
mean,
seriously, the sad thing
The
is,
sad thing is,
no,
like,
it's- yeah, go on.
these kids are never going to be, like, hugged by Disney characters and shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Sesame Street characters.
That is true. I mean,
They're
having
coming-
that many kids.
They're really not going to be hugged.
That's like a gang. That's like the.
And what I mean by that, which is so
It's like the
fucking-
Bloods. Yeah, they'd be like, that's the only time where I wouldn't blame Sesame Place for not wanting to hug a black child. Is if there were 5 sets of twins.
Not even that.
all
Once
coming
you
at
see
them.
like 2 together, you know how like fucking everybody, let's just cross the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
once they
it's
see
like-
2
If either of them are
10?
wearing the same color, that's
oh,
officially a
it's over.
gang.
It's over.
They're facing a RICO charge. That mom is facing
Oh,
a
it's
RICO
done.
charge.
She's gonna get a Rico.
It'd be her and Thugger, bro. Her and Thug on the top, nigga.
Oh man.
Calling all the shots.
No, but yeah. To tap on that though.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was so
Sorry, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Nah, I say that because it's so fucking crazy what's going on now. Sesame plays, Disneyland, Disney World, wherever the fuck all these
Yep.
things, these places where like where children could go and see their beloved characters and stuff,
Are
from
now
these
being
movies that they love, are now
exposed
being
for
they're being
racial
exposed.
discrimination.
Exactly,
Yep.
and it's mainly like black children.
Yes.
You know,
It's fucked up. First we had the Me Too movement. Now we have the peekaboo movement. Where it's just these little children aren't getting any of the respect and love that they deserve.
Yo,
And now they're being exposed all over online.
yeah,
And,
that is fucking crazy, man.
yeah.
Yo, I see the one that actually hurt me the most was like this little girl. She went to see Cinderella, and then she's like, "Oh, Cinderella!" Like, "Oh, they were like, oh no, you got to get to the back of the line." So then when
Yeah.
she go, like, there was probably like 2 families ahead of her, and then like randomly the person that was with Cinderella was like, "Yeah, there's no line." And then like the little girl was like, "Oh shit, let me hug her." She turns around and she walks away.
Wow.
I was like, "Damn,
yeah.
damn, dog."
She's like, get away from me, you black bitch.
Shit, man. No, man.
Yeah.
But Woody.
Woody, yeah.
Woody's the man, yo. I don't know if y'all seen it today, man. That Woody,
I didn't see it. What happened?
dude, it
You
was
pump
like
faked him?
it was a whole parade, and like everybody's waving, and Woody saw it was just like about like 4 like black children and shit like that, and he goes to what's Woody's girlfriend's name, whatever the fucking name is,
The Bo
Penny,
Peep.
Peg, yeah, Bo Peep, whatever.
Yeah, or the one with
No,
the
yeah.
pigtails. Yeah, whatever.
the pigtails, yeah, fuck that.
Female.
And then he's
cowboy.
like, yo, they're calling you. And then the lady was just still like waving on this side, like, yo, yo, like, come over here. Nigga. I ain't trying to be on. And then everybody had cell phones, bro. That's what fucking made me laugh.
That's hilarious.
Everybody pulled out their cell phone right there. They started
Yo.
recording. They're like, oh, they're not gonna come
Get
over
your
here.
mans.
Yo, get your man. Woody walked to homie. and was just like, yo, over there. And then, yo, homie, like, she ran out. Girl, whoever the fuck was under that costume, ran, like, oh, and grabs the first black child she sees and hugs the shit out of her. I'm like,
But it's like, why? I really want to see. All right, if there's
man.
any Sesame Place or fucking Disneyland mascots watching this podcast, listening to this podcast, please be on the show because I want to know why specifically you will not hug or embrace any black children.
That's crazy, man.
I want to actually know, like, because it's gotten to the point where it's like, is it just blind racism or are these kids just like bad as fuck and like doing so? Because he's literally, after all those videos and getting caught on video, he's still signaling like, no.
Yo.
So what is the issue? What is the issue? I'm still gonna claim racism, but regardless, I need to know what the actual heart of the issue is.
That shit just made me laugh though.
That shit is
because I'm like, this been on the news for like 2 weeks.
It has.
And as soon as Woody saw that black child right there, he was like, nah, yo.
I love how he won't do it himself though. That's what I think is so funny. It's like he's like, no, this needs to be handled, but not by me, which is peak whiteness.
Yo, that's
peak whiteness.
Man.
It's like this needs to be handled, dude. I don't know. There has to be some sort of underlying issue. You know what I mean? There has to be some sort of underlying issue here. It just seems too strange and too blatant to happen. I also think it'd be funny if under all the mascots, they were all black people, and they're all just a bunch of like older black men who possibly thought each one of these children could be their kids. And they just don't want to embrace any of them. Like, don't get any of this now. They're
a bunch of Clinton Bigsby's under there. That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
That'd be hilarious.
And then, and what's more hilarious, it's like Sesame Place were the first ones that got caught.
Yep.
And then they pulled out a whole apology and shit online. And then I think it was Disney or somebody else. No, Chuck E. Cheese also.
Really?
Hell yeah. And then it's literally like all these companies are just copying and pasting what was like recently said from Sesame Place. It sounds all the same.
Here's the thing, though. At this point, though, if they keep on fucking up like that, they're going to get sued for a very large amount of money because now there's so many different video recordings of this being a thing that happens in society. Oh, yeah. So a judge, they don't even need a good lawyer. First off, they'll get it pro bono because it's so easy. But any judge is going to see that and it's going to be open and shut. They'll be like, oh, yeah, you did that. Yeah. Especially if they have it on recording. They'd be like, oh, this is something that companies do. You did that this time. Sorry. And now you guys have to pay $7 billion for whatever.
And this has been going on for a while, too, because it was like Sesame Place alone had like 70 cases recently. Yeah. So, I mean,
I went to Disney World, dude. Buzz Lightyear wouldn't even jerk me off. It's fucked up.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Sure.
Okay.
I was 22. I was of age.
You want to? What?
I don't know what's wrong. There. You're supposed to interact with the people.
Getting up like, hey.
Yeah. To infinity and beyond, right, buddy? Let's fucking go.
Start doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like dick clapping on the
like
side of your legs.
Say hello to Star Command, buddy. Let's get it in. Go on now.
Man. Yo, you're still, I was 22.
He's so shy. He's so shy.
Oh, man. You were nut. Dude, but yeah, man. I mean, like, these companies don't give a shit. Because if
they
it was like
they don't give a shit.
Cases and shit like that, and you haven't done anything before, and then they have like this whole diversity training that they do and all this other shit, like it's bullshit.
Which
bro.
I'm assuming the diversity training is just avoid black people at any cost.
Hug all white children if you want to raise.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, all right. Fucking idiot.
Bro, I bet you there is something to that. I bet you there is like pay more attention to the white kids because more white people by and large come to these places. Mm-hmm. And when they do come, they spend more money. I bet you. Because I don't know about you, like when I went to Disney and even like Six Flags and all that shit, my mom was fucking like bringing in chicken, like bringing in snacks and everything. And like, so I think minorities, they'll go and they'll buy the ticket, but that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Like white people, bro, they'll eat at the fucking food court no matter how expensive it is.
$10 on the Pepsi.
They will. Yes, they will. Yeah. You know, and they'll get the giant souvenir cup that's $30.
Yeah.
They'll do that shit.
That is so true.
So there's probably something like that where it's a little bit less of like actual like we don't want to talk to the black kids and more just like we want to only talk to the white kids because we want to have them to have the best time.
That's crazy.
So that they'll spend the most money. And they'll probably also too like white kids are probably recurring. Like they'll probably go to amusement park more than once.
Yeah.
Like the only amusement park I went to more than once was Six Flags.
Six Flags. Dorney Park,
Hershey
Park, that type
you know,
of shit.
kind of like cheaper parks.
Cheap shit, like
not
$30 and you could do whatever the fuck you want.
Not like fucking Disney World
That
and
shit is
shit.
expensive,
Like
yeah.
some kids, dude, like that's their summer every summer.
Yeah, summer and winter break.
Yeah,
like,
going to like Disney and shit.
Yeah.
So that might be a big part of it, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I don't see why not, man.
Because there has to be something. There has to be something underlying.
But you mentioned something that was so funny because you was like that how your mom brings in chicken and everything. Us Dominicans, we have the world famous like big pot of spaghetti, like and bread, and so we make like spaghetti sandwiches.
That's so funny.
Like yo, every Dominican knows what I'm talking
That's
about,
so
bro.
fucking funny.
You go anywhere, bro, and you know there's gonna be a big ass
spaghetti.
pot of. Yo, I remember. Yo, my gosh, this was so fucking hilarious. We went to the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah.
Me, my moms, my aunts, and everything, and like. I think we were the only family with a shopping cart.
Yeah.
And in the shopping cart, we had like cases of Pepsi and then
my
spaghetti
God.
and cassava, boiled cassava and everything. And I remember this. We were like, oh, where are we going to sit down? We didn't even go to the picnic area. We just sat somewhere where there was like grass.
Oh, my God.
And then my mom was like, yeah, and everybody's looking at us like, we crazy. And we're like, I don't give a fuck. So then we started eating, and then we just see somebody running. It was a park police and everything. And then it was like, no, nobody go that way. A wild dog got loose.
Oh,
the wild dog, like an actual wild dog, the animal.
Yeah.
And then like my aunt and my mom was like, what is going on? They was like, oh, one of the animals escaped. They was like, what animal? They was like, it's like a wolf. Everybody packed everything back inside the shopping cart. You see my aunt just, hey, with the shopping cart. Spaghetti flying everywhere. Fucking cassava, yuccas everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
That's so funny.
And we were the only family with that shit.
That's fucking
I kid you not. It was, oh man, that shit gives me stitches, bro. I'm in stitches every time I think about that shit, bro. My aunt was running like a lunatic.
Yeah,
spaghetti was going everywhere.
Well, especially not
like,
only
close the lid. Like,
well, bro, you think about it. It's like not only did the animal escape, bro, but you're the ones with mad food.
Exactly. Leave the shit.
I would have thrown that shit. Empty the pot, bro.
Oh my
Just
God.
Dump it.
That was fucking hilarious, bro. The fucking Bronx Zoo. The only, and I'm pretty sure there was probably other Dominican families there. We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
And they probably had shopping carts also. That was hilarious.
That's
bro.
fucking funny, man.
Oh shit.
Well, you know, that's we're running out of time, so I think we're probably gonna have to wrap it up. Yeah, we're gonna we're getting a little late there and shit, and you know the battery's almost dying. But that was an amazing. That was fun. That's hilarious, dude.
I missed the mic, man. Pause.
Yeah, no, I did too, man. I missed doing this with you.
Yeah, man.
Happy to be back. Just so you know, guys, we're a little bit busy these days, so we're gonna go from doing twice a week to once a week. So
just for now.
Just for now. So every Monday, you can check in for new episodes. We're gonna have new YouTube content almost every day.
Yeah.
You know, just chopping up the new episodes and putting them out. So please tune in whenever you can. And we're almost at 400. We have 399 subscribers right now.
Wow.
So we only need one more. So please, one more person fucking subscribe, and we'll shout you out in the next episode. We love you. You got anything to say?
No. You got any shows?
I mean, I have my typical show. I got the show Top Notch Comedy every Sunday at Solas Bar in the East Village.
Okay.
So please make sure to come to that if you're living in New York City. It's a great show. We've had amazing comics on it. People have been on Netflix and HBO and Showtime, a million stuff.
Good stuff, man.
And then I also have my show Talk Your Shit Comedy, which is in Park Slope tonight at 8 p.m. And it's every other Wednesday that we do it. So please just follow us on Instagram and stuff for updates on shows so you can keep track and everything. And that's about it.
Go to these shows, man. Support the content. Like and subscribe. Our information is there. You're going to see it. We're tired of fucking repeating our Twitters
pretty much. Yeah, we'll put it down. Don't worry.
With that being said, guys, we love y'all. This is the False Prophets Podcast. Peace out.
Peace.